Hey guys, and welcome back to another video where I'm using this pull-up station from Gornation. If you guys are interested in getting this pull-up station, then head to the link in my description because I'm gonna be using it today for this video. What we're gonna be talking about today is recovery and mobility and how to improve these things using just a pull-up bar. There are a few different exercises that you can utilize if you're having a bit of shoulder pain, elbow pain, or even you're lacking in certain areas within your training, such as maybe grip strength, or you just want to increase the range of motion that you have in certain areas of your body, especially the upper body, but also maybe the hip flexors too. So let's get straight into this and I can show you guys exactly how you can improve your overall fitness and health levels, as well as your mobility and even your skills and your strength within calisthenics. So you might have heard of this exercise before, you've probably seen it online. A lot of people make videos on it and I've probably made a few videos myself, especially the reels and on Instagram and the short videos, and you can check out my Instagram down below as well. But this exercise is called a dead hang, okay? And it's pretty much what it says on the tin. All you have to do is grab onto the pull-up bar in a shoulder width position. I would recommend going shoulder width for this. And all you're gonna do is slowly release the weight from the floor. I would even recommend being slightly higher than the floor when you're fully standing up. And then you wanna release your feet off the floor, just simply hang. Don't force anything, don't activate anything, just simply hang using your grip. And this is gonna be incredible for your joints when it comes to your elbows, your shoulders. It's gonna help you recover if you have any type of shoulder injury. Just make sure you don't do it too frequently. Make sure you have an actual plan and consult a health professional before you try anything like this if you do have any type of injury like that, or any serious one for that matter. But this is gonna help not only for recovery and things like injuries, but also this is gonna be great to improve your overall grip strength. If you can try and increase your time each week, then your grip strength is only gonna improve. The good thing about the dead hang is that once you get good at doing the normal dead hang, you can even switch to a one-arm dead hang where you simply just hold all your body weight up using one hand, and you can try with both hands as well. And this is gonna increase your grip strength massively and reduce the chance of any injuries that you might have on things like pull-ups or anything else that requires your grip strength. So this is a very, very beneficial exercise that you can include into your training routine and regimen and your plan. And I would always recommend using it for things like recovery and injuries and just having it into your plan in general. I always try to put this at the end of my workouts to really stretch out my back, work on my shoulder mobility so I can actually lift my arms up my head with no problem. And this is gonna help for other skills as well at the same time, where you do have your arms over your head, things like handstands, handstand push-ups, all these different movements that require you to have your hands and your arms over your head in a straight line. You can benefit from doing dead hangs and you can transfer that mobility to these other movements and skills. The second exercise that you can utilize in order to improve mobility, speed up recovery, and even work on your weaknesses is going to be German hangs. You might never have heard of this before, but you can do a German hang on a pull-up bar. You can even do it on rings. That might even be good to start off with using rings. But if you feel like you're already gonna be good at this movement and you can do the movement skin the cat, which I'm also gonna show you in a second, then you should be fine doing this movement. But this is really gonna work on that connective tissue within your shoulders itself, and it's gonna enable you to have a lot of range of motion when you do a lot of other movements and stretches that require you to have your shoulders in this position behind your back. So let me show you what this looks like. Of course, this is also gonna increase grip strength, and it very much leads nicely into the progressions for the back lever. So even if you're trying to learn the back lever or you're even trying to learn the front lever, this would be a great movement for shoulder strength, shoulder mobility, shoulder recovery, and also the range of motion that you have within your shoulders itself. So let me show you what this is gonna look like. You could start off, by the way, if you have a low enough bar, hanging on like this. But for me, I will start off with skin the cat. You might not have enough strength to do that yet. That's why I would recommend using rings and then just pulling them down to start off and bring your shoulders in to work on your German hang gradually. But if you're a bit more advanced, by the way, I would always recommend, as I said before, consulting a professional before you go into any random plan because you could tear something. Then make sure you do it like this if you are more advanced, okay? So if you can already do skin the cat, then do this. If you can't, don't do this. So this will be the skin the cat movement. We're gonna go in between your arms, come down slowly, gradually, straighten out your legs, and literally just hang here like this for as long as possible. Of course, you can go back through your arms, or you can simply just drop. Might be a little bit scary at first, but once you get used to it, it's fine, it's not too scary anymore. But you'll really feel a stretch in your shoulders when you do this, so be really careful. I would, as I said before, recommend start with rings. Even have a way lower bar than this so you can get used to what that feeling is like. And I would also recommend having one foot on the floor when you first start off with this movement, gradually releasing the foot bit by bit each week, so you can end up having no feet on the floor and have the full effect of the stretch in your shoulders and the good effects and the positive effects of the German hang itself. The next thing that you can do, which is going to be great for your core strength, which is going to help you with every single movement and exercise that you do in any part of fitness, to be honest with you, is going to be hanging knee raises. A lot of you guys might have done this before, but I'm going to show you the progressions that you can use if you've never done them, how to build up to a good level to the point where you can do leg raises, or other people call them toes to bar touches. They're the same thing. And this is going to be great for your hip flexors as well as your core. Okay, so if you're lacking maybe in mobility when it comes to your hip flexors, or even your hips in general, or you're even lacking some core strength, this is going to be a great one to start off. And of course, you're going to build some grip strength at the same time. So what I'd recommend doing is simply hanging in a dead hang position like we did before. And you can have your legs and your knees like this. And all you want to do is try and lift your knees pretty much up to your chest. Okay, obviously you won't get all the way up to your chest, right? But try and get as high as possible. And just repeat this. Go slow as well. You'll really feel some tension in your hip flexors as well as the core itself, especially lower core. So I would always recommend including some sort of hanging leg raises into your plan so you can get really good at hip raise movements to the point where that's going to become easy, and you can really excel in things like the L-sit, for instance. You can even excel in other movements like pike presses or pike to handstand, whatever it is. If you get this down, it's going to improve your hip flexor strength. It could even end up improving your hamstring mobility as well, especially when you start doing leg raises. And that's really going to help with the L-sit, the pike presses, any other skill that you do that requires your hamstrings, even things like pike push-ups too. If you can't tell by now, our bodies work as one, and within calisthenics, you need to have strength and mobility in pretty much every area of your body in order to be able to do these more advanced skills and progress towards a more advanced and pro level. So if you're not listening to this advice, you're not taking it in, you're not including it into your routine, you're really going to struggle later when you get to the more advanced exercises. You're going to hit a massive plateau and you're not going to know what to do. So make sure that you use every single one of these exercises for recovery, mobility, range of motion in general, and strength. And you're going to have a very, very good time within calisthenics itself. So hopefully you learned something in this video. Hopefully you integrate any one of these exercises into your routine in order to improve in your fitness and your health journey. And I wish you the best on your recovery, your increase in mobility, or your improvement within calisthenics and building some more strength. Also, a quick one as well, if you guys are interested in being coached one-to-one with me, where I can tell you all of the exercises that you should be doing for yourself to improve for your goals and work on your struggles as well, pinpoint exactly what's going wrong with your training and what you can improve on to get to the level you should be at, then go to the link in my description where I have a link to booking a call with myself and we can talk it out. Speak to you soon. And by the way, it's completely free. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.